What's going on, Ben? Welcome to the stream, brother. There you go. Welcome to the stream. So for all those who are like, hey, how do we do this? About to find out. We are about to find out. Man, I'm so disappointed. I wanted the Detroit Lions to win. Then they were off to a great start, looking like they were going to win, and then they just didn't. So this is what you start out with. A whole lot of nothing. You can see up top there, that's how we get railroads. There's something way over there, I don't know. Looks like out that way is to the water. But yeah, this is where we start, right here. Not a whole lot of nothing going on. So we have to be very careful about what we're about to do. Every dollar we spend is about to matter. So look, $40 a sell. These aren't even unlocked, but those are $60 a sell, $80 a sell, $30. So once we do that, you see other things open up. We're not going to get too crazy into this cell though. Like, you can see that already that is costing us some money. Look at that, $900 already. But I usually do that. I usually go about there. Now we have a lot of things to get accomplished right now. So not always the best looking connections right there, but it's almost what you got because you can't do other things. But just know at some point we're going to come back and revisit this. Now, the thing that a lot of people make the mistake on, me included, is right here. You're like, oh, we just got into the city, and then right off this we start making all these connections. Then everything gets backed up on this highway. Almost what I want to do is almost discount what this is going to be and how we get in here later. We're going to build like, I want to build my industry over there, but it's not going to work. So, what we're going to do instead we're going to do, see, but we're going to run out of money quick. But we're going to do something of a kind of a two-prong approach here to some things. One more. We need power and water. So no matter what we do, no matter what, and look, we've only built roads and we've almost spent 20,000 on roads, and this is all we've done. You only start with $70,000. So the nice thing is, right now we don't have enough things to where we're going to need something. What's going on, Angel? Welcome to the stream, brother. Man, I know the referees put somebody in the Super Bowl. I know that. So we don't want to overbuy whatever we're about to do, right? So we're going to need electricity. We look at that, that's 35,000. Coal plant's 19,000. It's going to be very dirty, but it's where we got to start. Coal plant. We want it as far away from our city as possible in the beginning. So that's where our power, and that's going to be a problem. It's always going to be a problem. And we'll figure it out here in a second. Next thing we have to do is we have to set up our water, but we need an inlet. And we need something that fixes our water, so let's just double check. Most of the time you don't really want to go for this, but I have learned that this is exactly what I'm going to go for. Next thing we have to do, you always have to run your inlet into clean water. For right now. So for the most part, we have everything set up that we need to start a city. We still have $25,000. So now we need residents. I don't want to get too crazy on this. But the way you set up these initial roads are going to matter, and I'm going to show you why we're going to set them up this way. Now look, we're down to 17. This is the thing, you gotta like keep your eye on this. I'm just off the road, but I'm not gonna let great become a enemy of good. So all right, good to go. Now we start setting up our housing. I don't want houses to necessarily all be on this road, right? So what we do is we go one off of here. Houses. I don't want to be on that road, so we go 4 grids, right? Because that's what they go in. Houses. That's almost too close to the road, but whatevs. Houses. And you almost shouldn't do what I'm doing right now either, because I'm going to show you how this is about to create a problem. But it's good to see this, because this is what happens. Keep it off that road for now. Houses. So at this point, you don't have access to a lot of things, right? But we need houses and we need jobs. The JOBs. We also need some commercial, and I don't want to put anything on that road yet, because I'm not convinced that's going to be where we really build our city. That's not maybe necessarily where we're going to make our stands, right? So let's put some commercial in there, but off that road, I'm going to put a little bit of that on this side as well. We're going to run that down through here. We're going to leave room to expand. And then we're going to put in our industry. This is the stuff that eventually we're going to have to get rid of, to be fair. But you need industry jobs. Now let's unpause it. We've been paused the entire time, and you want to pause it at the beginning. Most of the time you don't. Because see, look, we're already off to losing money. And this is a hard map. I picked this map because it's pretty hard to build on. You know what I mean? What's going on, Peyton? Welcome to the stream, brother. But this is how it starts, and here's the problem. Now let's pause it again. I just wanted you to see the problem. The problem is getting electricity to everything. I gotta see where they're building the house first. Like where they build their first houses. So we have electricity, we have water, and that's where they're going to build their first houses. I'm going to see if they build anything else, any other houses. There we go. Perfect. So this worked out better than I thought. If they would have started building down further, we would have been in some trouble, but they didn't. So let's pause it real quick. This will show us where the electrical grid is going to run. And now I just run this across. I just want to make sure when I did this, yeah, good. When you're running these power lines later on, as this stuff fills in, you can actually get rid of these power lines. But for right now, there's nothing out there. There's no grid. And what the game will simulate is if you look at this, see where the blue is right here? When I'm on power lines, that's the underground grid. As stuff fills in here, we won't need this. As stuff fills out this way, we won't need that. But for right now, we do. So we've got our population starting to grow. We're losing money like it ain't nobody's business. When you only have $12,000, losing $1,500 a week, that becomes a thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, so this is how it starts. No people. Now we're up to 94 people. We need these people to need jobs. There we go. So if we remember right in here, we got our first store that's opening. Now you could do nostalgic things and make that an historical location. You know what I mean? Oh, problem. See, look. We're technically not getting water to anybody right now. Totally forgot about that. So let's run this out for right now. And now everything's getting power. And this is why sometimes you've got to take out loans, but I try to do this without taking out loans. Yeah. The name of this city is Totestropolis. Hey, what do you guys think about the brand new logo? That was partially AI generated. Yeah, that a buddy helped me out. We took inspiration off of an image. We used that image to then, with some words and some other things, to recreate the image. And then I went through and added and moved some lines and did some other things to it. So, but we're looking to actually do some t-shirts. It's not going to be like a huge money making endeavor or anything, but I thought it'd be fun to have t-shirts. So if you guys want them, we'll have them. So right now you can see like the first thing that starts building up, green, then blue, but now yellow, because now we've got 233 people, and those people need jobs. So what are they going after? Industry and retail. Now, because of this square and the way this map looks like it's set up, you got to be looking in the future. It's kind of interesting because look, we have these rundown shacks here. So that means at one time in this area it was thriving, and then all of a sudden just everything died off. We don't know why, but it did. There's a connection way out there that we don't know why it's broken, but it is. Other than that, we have this. Now, if you're going to have industry, and this is why I do that this way, you want industry very close to the highway. Especially initially, you have this coal thing. If you bury that coal thing deep in the city, coal trucks can't get to it. It starts wasting time and causing issues. We want our jobs relatively close initially to that so that people can walk. But right now, none of that's open. So now we're starting to get more people to come in. We're starting to bring in more jobs. And at this point, everything else is locked. Like, we can't do zoning, or zoning, but we can't, be making districts or do anything yet. We have to grow. So, but now look at our money. Our money has come down to where we're not hemorrhaging money so much. And eventually what should happen is we should start making a little bit of money. And then we got to be careful with how we grow. But for the most part, if you kind of build it and set it up this way, at least in the beginning, it'll typically work itself out. But you can see we had $19,000 and now we're down to $7,000. So we need more businesses coming in. We need to hit our first little metric, which I don't know where that is. I think it's 300 people. At 300 people, we can start doing some stuff. So you don't want to spend all your money down to zero. You want to get 3 things: a way for water, set up your road system, set up your water system, set up your electrical, and bring a water inlet in. These 3 buildings are the 3 buildings you want to bring in. Then you want to set up your roads. Then you start zoning for residential and whatnot. You're going to see here in a little while, this the yellow stuff here, it becomes dirty, like very polluted. So when you're looking at info views right now, water, electricity, of course, no problems, right? There is no fire safety. There is no schools yet. There's no anything. Right now, it's just as basic as it gets. You can see where the noisy area is. These are semi-noisy, but not like that. That's dark red. We don't really have to worry about heating. We don't have earthquake detection. But one other neat thing is like we come over here and we're looking, our electrical grid is starting to expand. Almost to the point we can do something different. Well, it's not 300, but we're down to only losing 200. So you see, like, industry can hold a bunch of people, so you actually need more houses. You know what I mean? You need more residential area than you will ever really need the job areas. And it doesn't take much in the job areas. That's where I think I messed up in the last city. Even though we're making money and we're doing good stuff, I think I kind of messed that up a little bit. I said, hey, what's going on? And then I wake up in the morning about 6:45 and take a deep breath. Lennis Moore said, you gotta love it, you know what I mean? But yeah, in the beginning, oh look, down to $61. We might start making $1 or $2 here. We'll have to see. It's saying it wants more housing, but we've already set up for more. But you can still read your dial at the bottom right to know, like, what do you need. As long as you have the areas, it'll handle itself. So this was our first retail store. Right there, bam. Historical building. So it will still level and do everything, but it'll always look like that. Sally's. So now we're almost getting to the point where, yeah, we're looking at the intersections. We don't need it done like that. We need our intersections done a little bit different. And this is where you want to start off at least. You can start off. There we go, 480. So now you can see we can do taxes, loans, garbage, and healthcare. Now here's the thing. Once they add new services, you have to add these new services. Not all the new buildings, not all the new whatever, but you have to start adding the new services. If you don't, they'll get pissed. It'll start becoming a thing. But not much, right? But immediately I want to pause the game because look, now we have $27,000, so we got about $20,000 bump right there. We're almost to 500. We're actually making a little bit of money, but we're about to start losing money. Now, here's kind of the thing. $16,000, like that's a big hit, or you can do a landfill for 4, which I wouldn't recommend it if you can avoid it. However, we have to see what can we do. Healthcare is going to be a thing, so we have to spend $10,000 on a hospital. There's literally no way around that. So we're going to put our hospital there. We want it closer to those residents. These guys, you know, they can deal. The next thing we need is education, elementary school, community school. Student capacity is 250 versus, like, why would you do that? But there is no high school as of yet. So you can see right now we've got a problem. Now I can only afford the one thing I don't want to do. Like, I don't want to do this, but guess what? Doesn't matter what I want. Now you can see how far out it pollutes. but I can't put it here next to my water either. So, what I need to do is take this, extend this out a little bit further. One day we're going to make this look really good, but that day's not today, unfortunately. Because now we need to do that. So we do that, but we extended the road, which means we've got to extend our water service. I don't want to spend, like, I want to do it for as cheap, on the cheapest possible, right? These guys aren't connected, really. So I'm going to connect them. And we're going to continue to grow. But look, we're down to $1,500, so thank God we're making some money. But this is what you really got to start keeping an eye on. We added new services. Oh, you know what else? Silly us. Economy. You can bump your taxes up to 12 at least. It might even be higher. It might even be like 13. But you don't want to stunt it. You don't want to stunt growth, and you can play with these. You just got to remember that you did it. But usually I try to leave them alone right now. So everything got bumped up 3%. That should increase our money a little bit as well. So money's starting to increase, which is good. You want to try to keep, you don't have to keep it completely away, but you want to try to keep the polluting stuff away from your water purification system. See, they haven't used up all the blue, so I don't need to go adding more blue area. You know what I mean? I think Bama was the first in the stream, so... Nope, still can't do zoning yet. But look, we're starting to make some money now. I'll take it. We still have some area over here that hasn't been built on, so we're still fine. Like, that's why I haven't added anything. But we need to find a way to get out to there, to be fair. Yeah. See, this is where we need to be out in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is very interesting, the way to grow this particular city. I have an idea, and I've never done it before, which is why I haven't built on this main road. don't know how to do it yet. I don't know how. It's going to be interesting. Oh man, we've been working on some big time wrestling things too, like the King of the Ring tournament. Those are going to be the first 2 shows are going to be super long. 14 matches. 4-on-4 elimination. To get to the actual tournament piece. It's going to be amazing. Right now, that one thing isn't really affecting the water levels, but it will eventually. So at some point, we need to get it out into another area. Yeah, normally to set up like your industry, you've got like, I've got a plan, but this is a tough map. I don't know what to do, and then I want to try to... My idea, and I've never been able to quite accomplish it before, is to make this a service road. Never put anything on it. Don't put very many connections on it, and then basically shift everything over to right here and make that Main Street. You know what I mean? Make that the big one. We're like, oh, that's the main thoroughfare. That's downtown. And see if that would keep the majority of the service traffic off. Off the downtown road. Now, you can see we're about to have a problem. Look at the green bar clear over there on the right. But we've been making money, so and you'll see once I put that down, look, immediately houses are going up. That's how bad they want something to go downtown. I think like right here we probably everything is pretty much built in 4x4 block squares as well. So if you guys are wondering why, like, I'll put in a 4 blocker. So we're still growing. But you can see there's nothing I want to do super fast. Like, I don't want to, at this point, start doing things like too quickly. Like overreacting to anything. Like, we need houses, I get it, but you do things like too quickly, just a waste of money. you always want to think about mixed use. Those stores right there will kind of block off the noise. So with this, see how it's getting dirty in that area? That's why, like, you got to be careful with some of this stuff. So we got that. We got. Let's go. Look, immediately it's like, give us more. We need more jobs. We want to grow more. And I'm like, all right. All right, we could grow more. It's all right. It's all righty then. Guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any time we go live. Now, what's funny, when you're kind of building the base of the city this way, it is one thing, you know what I mean? Look at these guys walking. We're going to be getting close to our next milestone. We built back up to 10,000. That's good. There we go. Worthy Village we're up to. Now we can get a new area. This is good. There's a second loan, which is bigger. We can have policies now. District specializations. That's good. Service policies. Emergency police department. Now we got to pay for that. Districts are opened up. Forestry and agricultural specialization, so farming, residential, self-sufficient buildings. We can do that moving forward if we wanted. The different policies we can use, smoke detectors, that costs money, but it saves us a little bit. Firehouse, police station, high capacity elementary school, but still doesn't show that we have a certain thing. Unique buildings. This is interesting. We have a lot of things that we don't have the money to buy them, but we can buy them, right? Monuments we can't get to yet. We haven't unlocked it, but still, we're doing some things now. We're making some moves, some $1 million moves. Now this is the part where things get real. And I just think our move right now is to get out this way. Although that also gets us to the water pretty quick. Interesting. But this time it's this one. See, look, immediately they're like, oh, but look, we're on fire. We've never been on fire before, but now all of a sudden we're on fire. These guys don't play. Like, when it's time to roll, they're like, hey, it's time now, buddy. So we have our services in for that. And this is the part where, like, sometimes you have to pause it to get a couple of things in, but you don't want to waste a whole bunch of time staying on pause, because you need the money to come in to do things. Okay, we still haven't got anything from there. Now we gotta unlock that with that. Okay. But still, our city is like, hey, guy, we want to grow. Far be it for me to stand in the way of progress, but now look at what's happening. We're getting too close to this edge here, and if we build a certain way, it'll jack us up moving forward. So, come out. And we come out. But you can see, like, just that little maneuver right there, we're already down. We're already down quite a bit of money. So we gotta be careful. Now this is typically how you want to do it. Now see, they've got their things, they've done whatever, but look at how high the demand is. But we want to make sure they're going to build so that we don't lose electricity. These guys are building, and they are like not going to stop building. They're like, we are out of control in the need department. We're still pacing our money, which is good. We need to make sure something else here, our intersections. Because now this is going to be like a main road, but we also left it off there a little bit. You'll see why here before too long. Now, what's weird is you're going to start seeing over here, we're about to outkick our coverage. The dump is over here. That's a long way to go. And we only have one. This thing over here is going to start filling up quick. It's 2% full right now. Remember, we said that. Because here before too long, all of a sudden you'll be like, how did that even happen? What kind of roads do we have? What kind of ruads are we looking at here? We need 1,500 people. So we're going to continue to let the growth happen, but we need 1,500 people. Why is there no house there? Oh. Yeah, look at this guy over here trying to steal from our store. You got police department, buddy. I hope we got a police department. So that's going down, the need for that's going down, but now jobs, of course, would be going up. So let's get that going. That has already forced its way in. These guys are doing what they're... That's good. So blue is becoming a thing. Ah, see? See? This is what happens. Now we're starting to have big boy problems. Look at that. Electricity barely... Look, it's not even... But I don't have the money for electricity, so I gotta go to the economy, go to the budget. I'm gonna bump this up. But barely, it's barely enough. That means $19,000. That's what we need. And you know it's going to do it again. Like, you know it's not going to be enough. So let's kick this up. 140. Info views. Not going to be able to hold this out for much longer. We might have to do something, you know what I mean? We might have to do some things that we don't want to do. It's very possible. Oh, look at that. We no longer need that. Our grid is complete. Like a glove. Yep, so the grid is complete. It's jumped over. Need any of that business now, to be fair. Alright, we're gonna have to add this. The city is expanding once again. On our way to becoming a metropolis. Ooh, hashtag metropolis. Oh, did something just happen? Oh my god, something just happened. Now I don't know what just happened. I gotta pause it. But it opened up a lot of things. Oh, look at this. Uh-oh. Education. Guarantee. Yep. High school. Here's the bad thing. That high school, and if you don't do that quick, you're in some trouble. But the high school, I have to let it roll for a minute. But the high school, let's rename the high school. Its name is High School. We're going to call it Totestropolis High. Here's the next thing, though, that we can do. We're going to take our horse to the Old Town Road. You know what I mean? So this is always a thing. Like, I always name this... Not that. So, let's take a quick peek over here. Bama was the first one in the stream, so this is now... Bama boy. Historical park. I always name something historical something to know that it was the first. That's where the city started. And that is where it started. Now what we want to do is look at this. This is always the industrial park. Industrial park. For now, that's good. Now, what we can do with this, now that we're looking at stuff like this, you can come in here and set policies. And right now, we've got to, like, be like, hey, can't really put that one on them. For now, nothing. We're going to change that electrical thing around once we hit $19,000 down here. Oh, but what else happened? Something else I guarantee happened. Education, hospital. Can't build a disaster thing. Police, city, still the same. Garbage, which we need to do as well. It's going to be the thing, though. We're going to get into here and start doing some forestry. That's happening. Once we start getting a little bit more of that, we can kind of probably take care of that. But look, these guys are like, no, we need more people. And we're like, yeah, I know. Problem is, if I add more things right now, we are in some trouble. We will be in some serial trouble. So we can't do it. Not gonna give in to peer pressure. But you can see we're slowing down like there's nowhere else for these guys to live. But the next thing is we can't keep going this way either. You know what I mean? I think we need to create another living area. But before we do, we can't grow anymore without getting need 19,000. Come on, no whammies. We need the 19,000. Then we also need the thing to build a little bit. Because look, we're slowing way down on the incomers here. And I know if I build put this here, put a little line of this here, put a little line. Because we're not bringing in as many people, creating more jobs isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's not necessarily a good thing either. Electricity, like we're right on the edge. We're on the edge of glory. Unemployment rate's only 2%, you know what I mean? So, only so many things we can do before things start getting real. This is going surprisingly well now, though. Okay. Okay, they're not needing that right now. But look, blue is still a clear and present danger. Now we don't have enough to really build our ruads. So we're just forcing some things right now. And like what you'd want to do right now, this is no joke. I know, like people would be like, man, why don't we just come in here? We take this loan out. Look, 60,000. It's only that. You only do it for this long. Blah 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 blah. No. 10% interest to top all that off. And there might be times where it makes some sense, you know what I mean? Like, I could grow this thing right now, we could do the whatevers, but I just have a feeling if we do that, it's not going to go well. It will not go well. So, this will give us a chance, though, to set this up the way that we're really wanting to set it up, I think. I think we got a shot at it. I've kept it this way for a reason. I've kept that over there for a reason. Right here is going to be our forestry once we get there. Like if we look at that's farm, obviously oil over there, that's ore, the blue is ore, and this is forestry. All of it's forestry right there. Oh, look at you, guy. We have oil right now? Now, we're not going to use that oil, but this one? Yeah, we're probably going to do that at some point. Not right now, but at some point we are going to do that, without a doubt. But yeah, we're going to make a road, a ruad that it's just a service road. It's not, nothing will be on it. It's just going to be a road. And then just off of the road will be our main area. We'll have our industrial park kind of go this way. We want to keep it away, as far away from the water as we can-ish. I say that, but like we're going to oil up that area right there. That's going to be dirty. That's dirty stuff, but we're going to do it. The clean stuff will be right down here. But then we got to find where do we want our main street at? You know what I mean? That'll be interesting. Okay, let's see what we can do here. What's funny, this is, I think that's going to be Main Street right there. Not enough money. Digital, what is going on? Welcome to the stream, brother. You are seeing the beginning of Totesville. If you wondered how to set it up, this is how I found is the best way to do it. We haven't taken anything yet. We haven't gotten out of the way. What do you think about the new... I almost didn't stream this morning because we do have a new logo. I know it looks similar, but it is vastly different. Vastly different. I had taken an image that you could have, somebody could have been like, nope, that's like, because I didn't create that image. We took that image and a bunch of words, put it into an AI generator, and it came out with what it came out with. So this is a very unique logo that nobody could say, oh, I made that, except for the computer, I guess. But it made the basis of it. Then I took it even further and started doing more stuff with it. So I'm excited. I like the logo. What do you mean not enough money? Oh, look at that. We could get away with something here. So we're going to take what we can. We're going to use what we can use right now. Come on. Come on, guy. Yeah, I would have never thought my buddy, a really good friend of mine, neighbor just down the road, is the one who actually did it. When he did it, I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of this? Because I've always been like, I wonder if somebody's ever going to come and say something, you know, about it. It's not a well-known image, but, you know, it's not mine. I just always liked it. Look at how we're starting to divide this out a little bit. This won't always be the dirty mess it is. It just has to start out this way. But now, we don't have the money to do it yet, but we'll get there. 1,800 people, from 0 to 1,800 people already. That's what's crazy. Oh, why does that say Cooper Square? That shouldn't say. Oh, maybe that name was too long. This is not Cooper Square. This is... the Bama Historical District for Bama boys. Historical Square, yeah. That's fine. Close. There we go. Bama was first in the stream, so he gets the first one named. Yeah, but we are going to do a thing as soon as we can do it. Oh, timeout. Remember, we rarely ever want to call timeout, but I did this in the hopes that... Wouldn't have to do this, but whatever. Whatevs. We gotta get the water right. I get you, guy. So we got that now. I'm telling you, these guys are gonna jump in this as fast as I can build it. It'll be like Field of Dreams. As fast as I can build it, they will come. Okay, so we have that. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. That worked out well. Yeah, look, look, as fast as we build that stuff right there, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna put some stuff here. They're like, nope, not gonna have it. We're building right now. Look how fast they want it. Totes is, if you look at our like little graphs over here at the right, the little bar graphs, the green, yellow, and orange, we're begging to grow. They said, please, for the love of totes, can we please grow in Totestropolis? And I'm like, all right, if that's what you want. We'll put some extra jobs over there if they want to take some extra jobs. Look, 2,000 people, boom, quick. These guys are like, they can't get enough of Totestropolis right now. Now we gotta let the money build a little bit, you know what I mean? Nice, Eagle. Congrats, brother. I'm gonna tell you, like, you know, if you talk to Strudel or McWayne, it's just consistency. As soon as I was like, hey, I'm just gonna do this very consistently, semi on a schedule, I started growing. Like, just steady growth. So this is good. We're taking care of some issues, but hopefully we'll start building up to where we can start fixing some things. Now, on your shorts, you should use those as commercials for your channel. Don't get like I did a bunch of different things to test it out. I would release like one a day or one or two a week or whatever it is you're gonna do, but release them at the same time, all the time. You'll find sometimes they do really well. Like most will do well. Sometimes, you know, you'll get one-offs here and there where they don't. You're like, what the heck? But then people start knowing what to expect. So we hit that quick growth. Still trying to keep some of the stuff away from my water, but like there's only so much you can do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I set it up and it takes a little bit of time. A little bit more. Oh, see, we don't want people parking like that on this road. It takes a little bit more time to grow it that way, but when you do grow it, you make money doing it. Like now you start getting into the part where it's producing an income. I should have made that a bigger road. I didn't think about that. That is going to come back and bite me right in my keister. Right in the old Una Keistiadora. You just wait and see. This costs money. But this is going to be Main Street. And if I don't fix this right now either, this is not going to... Well, hold on. You know what I bet you I could do? Let's try this. This is an industrial park, so like you need industrial roads, to be fair. You don't need industrial roads in non-industrial park areas. These actually speed up commerce a little bit for you. Okay. Now, again, this is going to be our main street. This is going to be our service road. Not going to be anything built on this one, but on this one, however, this is our main street, and this will have commerce. Oh no, look at you, like a glove. Alright. Alright. So what we need out here is to move our water production Now we gotta pause this, because if you don't pause this, stuff's gonna get real quick. Need to move this. It's only gonna cost us $800 to relocate it. We relocate it to there. This whole area is gonna end up being our water production. But in order to make that happen now, we need to get to the water pipe. I need to sever it. Now, we need to add the water pipe into here. And add the water pipe to there. And now, we should be good to go. So, we're moving right along. Let's look and see if we are good to go. Me saying we're good to go doesn't mean we are. Okay. Now, we actually have something else we can do. We can start to recover this area. Ish. Now we've got that fixed, but you see, like, you gotta go slow. Like, if you're going slow, you can do some things. Yeah, I have seriously debated going back and playing the Division, but right now, I hate grinding. Like, the grind that you have to do right now, I'm not a fan of. I love to grind games, but I'm not a fan of what we have to do right now to grind games. I don't know if that makes any sense. But what I do know is February 6th, it is Division time again. Hopefully Jane will be ready. Now this area here, normally we would do like some mixed use stuff. But the funny thing about this right now is we're so close to this other area, I don't think we need to. Look, the city just begging though. Please let us grow totes. And I'm like, alright. These guys, see? We're outgrowing the workforce, so we don't have enough workers. So this is the part where now we stop with jobs. Like, to be fair, I don't want these jobs to come in yet. because if they do come in, we can't fix that problem. So just hold off for now. That'll force our workers that are moving into the area into these jobs, right? Let's look at our unemployment rate. Unemployment still sitting at 2. Boomtown, look at us. Airport areas now. Transport, taxi tours, postal service, walking tours, ferries. There'll be a time and a place in this map for ferries. It's just not yet. Ore industry is now unlocked. Recycling, which is good. Depends on how much money we have. New road types, that's nice. Ferry pathways, yep. Toll booths, I've never got into using toll roads. Cemeteries, crap. Now it's on elder care, child care, that starts becoming important. I almost think, even though I want to grow out, tram depot, boiler state, whoa, what, oh, I know what it, oh, here we go. 39,000. We got to pause the game because I want to move out further, right? But we haven't done it yet. I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. That gets us out there. However, interesting. That right there gets us to the rail, but I don't think we need it yet. This we actually need, because we're about to jack up the way our city's even being built. So now that fixes that problem. The next one we get is out there. Okay. Okay. However, we have some issues. Death care. That just became a thing. I know that seems like people, you got to be like, what? $30,000 for a bus depot. Lord. Ferry depot, $33,000. Ferry stop is $5,000. We can build an airport. We can build historical pedestrian areas. It's going to take some cash, though. So we'll just have to see how this is going to play out a little bit. We've got the places for people to come in. Now I said this thing's going to fill up before we even know it. 20% full already. So we're going to have to fix this next problem that we're about to have before it becomes a problem. Look at the forward thinking here. Main Street. But I mean, I think this is lining up pretty good. You know what I mean? I think this is a heck of a start to a city. You guys have got to see it grow now from 0 people. We kind of have our water thing set up for now. This will be one area. This area over here, look, there's all these oil tankers. That should have been our clue. Look at these rocks. That just look like they've been oiled. Just looks like there's sludge in the water. There's definitely oil in them there hills. I think that gives us like enough for our next district, to be fair. I don't know that stays like that, but for right now it does. And then this is going to be... What's up, Bubbas? This is going to be... Let's rename this to... Waterworks. This... Who's number 2 in the string? I think it was Eagle. Yeah, so that becomes Eagle Star Heights right there. And then this is going to be known as Historical Downtown. So the other neat thing, like once you do that, right? We can go over here to Bama thing. We can take off. Power usage. We don't want to prefer... Oh, we do now. So, one thing we want to do... This was the thing I was talking about. We need to get the Postal Service running. Recycling center. The thing is, on the recycling center, it is still going to take some stuff. So what we want now that we've done that, we could take Eagle Star Heights and say recycling. That's what they want to do. Bama's got smoke detectors. Next thing we're going to have to do we got to get a firehouse. Like, look, we have the fire and the police over there. We don't really have it over here. So as soon as we can get that, we're going to have to get that, then get the police. These guys over here, they have all the stuff. So this is becoming like a real interesting place to be. They got the high school, they got the cemetery, they got Eagle Star Heights doesn't have anything. And no services over here. So if they want services, they got to go clear across town to the services. So we gotta start to fix that. Now, not easy to fix it, but immediately, I think above all else, the first thing we need is a fire station. And that also helps out into this area a little bit. See, look at the police. The police are like clear, but now we're stretching the police too thin. So it's not that they can't get there, it's just they don't want there. You know what I mean? No, that's true too. Like, and this is the tough part because now we need a bus depot. We need parks. Like, we need to do things that are going to start sprucing this up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, give people a reason why they want to come and move into here. Right now, like you could see, we just need more places to move into. But as we add these places, in, it starts taking more of a toll on things. Didn't build that right, but okay. Again, we'll throw in a little bit of mixed use right in the middle, and then look, that's how bad, like, you can see by those bar graphs over there. Over here, we need more things, but now we've got more workers, so I feel a little bit better. You can throw that in there. And bring that in over here. So you can just see, like, especially in the beginning, like, you guys got to see, oh, we got up to, look, fire truck. Fireman, look at this. Oh, running out the hose. Doing the thing. This guy's like, let me get in here and save some people. Saving lives, that's what our fire departments are doing. But see, you got to, if you're going to expand, you have to have the idea of, oh man, I got to provide these services. Because you see, like, I'm like, oh, we have to expand over here. I wasn't thinking about it. But we have to provide the services. So, like, we got to slow our roll a little bit. And if you let the city grow the way it wants to grow, and you just kind of plan for how you're going to do it. But you think about how big the other city looked. And this is, we're only here right now. We only have about 3,500 people coming in, or that live here right now. Probably look real quick. Electricity, but like look at our economy though. 140% on the budget. What if I knock this back down to 100%? And then I look at our electricity. See, now things, that's about where we should be. So look at this. Now it's a problem because we have businesses growing. And so you can see it's like a constant struggle while we're getting into this like bigger growth mode. Yeah, and look at this. We just happen to look at the electricity. Water availability, that's the next one. So let's look at the electricity thing again. Advanced coal power plant. So these guys, let's see, these guys produce 40, 56, like it, yeah, noise pollution. Pollution's less, like by a lot, but geez Louise, that costs to knock down some pollution. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I saved I was doing some stuff in the other city, Verville, and I saved it right in the middle of an earthquake. So I almost did it this morning, but I figure we could get this started, you know what I mean? Start looking at this. We can jump back and forth between the cities. And don't get me wrong, I'm not playing City Skylines every day, but right now I'm just enjoying it. It's a little more relaxing, so... We're gonna do some, I'm hoping today or tomorrow we'll have more 2K information drop for our wrestling world, right? Look at Main Street. Main Street's coming along right now. We haven't named it, but you can name the streets if you wanted to. Priority Road, Change this. We don't need Lewis Boulevard. We need Main Street. And then you could really go in here. Right now they've got this. They got a four-way stop. I would make it a little bit more wonky. Like this is the priority. Look at these guys too. We do this over in Eagle Stars. We added these roads. Looks like we did, but we didn't do it far enough. So this is a priority road right up until there. To be fair, this is how it should be set up. That will keep traffic flowing a lot better. But I'm kind of excited. We got a lot of this right now. So we have a lot of this part of it right. We need another one of these, which we know. Eventually, too, what we'll do is this will go away and we'll make this area right here really cool. So when you're coming into the city, we know that's our city entrance. We'll do something cool right there so that people, when they come into Totestropolis, that it's cool. We'll fix this wonkiness. But for now, everything looks to be going pretty smooth. I've always only made this road right here Main Street. But we are going to try something completely different to eradicate the traffic and make this Main Street and make this a service road coming in. That way people can come in and come out and do whatever they need to do. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today. Remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video. Always share the video. Totestropolis. Heck yeah. You can see, like, I've got a bunch of, these are all cheap cities though, these ones down here. Me just trying out different things. That one's not, and this one is not. But now you notice on that little thing it said, did I notice an earthquake? That's telling you, hey, an earthquake's inbound. We just don't have the way to detect it, so it will come out of nowhere and jack us up. But we know we have oil over here. We know we have farming over here. We have trees over here. Trees are the thing we're going to get into first. And it's going to be able to feed right onto this feeder road to get right out, back out to the highway, which will be good. Everything will feed onto that road, and there won't be very many connections. Matter of fact, like, we'll even do a thing where we've got a bridge over that road or under the road that'll pop into Main Street. And there won't be a lot of connections on the Main Street. We're not going to do Main Street very far either. We're going to do it to about here, maybe. That'll be our historical downtown area, and eventually our downtown area will spill into this area over here. And we'll completely remove this industrial park area and create different jobs that don't require so much pollution. But yeah, guys, that'll do it for today. So until next time, we'll catch you all later. Peace.